This year is dedicated to Rachalea Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. Okay, so today's question and answers. Here's our first question. How bad is it if I don't use what I think might be my unique talents or gifts? Won't someone else just fill in the void anyhow? How could a woman possibly give to others and use their unique talents and gifts when it takes so much time and energy just running a home and taking care of immediate and extended family and friends? I used to feel like I might be supposed to accomplish certain things, but now I wonder if I was wrong, because I can't figure out how to make the time. When I was younger, it was possible. I'm not sure what's possible now. If I don't have the time, am I exempt? If I don't have the time, could I have guessed wrong about my purpose? I can't imagine I'm supposed to do something I can't manage to accomplish, but my soul seems to have always known what I am to do. And it is what I actually used to do when the days seem to have more hours. Am I just tired or suddenly lazy? Or am I being realistic? It's a hard question. I don't know you, I don't know your life, but I'm going to throw out some ideas. One is that there's the magic word, later. If presently you're in a life situation, where your children are all still home, and you may be dealing with extended family with significant needs, it could be that the magic word is later. Now isn't the time to go in different directions. Now you have to stay focused. I know, for instance, somebody who was a birthing coach who later became a book publisher when she had more time, more inner space, and her decision was totally appropriate. When she was a birthing coach, which required far less commitment, she had more going on in terms of her home. And before that, when her children were really young, she didn't work out of the home at all. So there's a time in life for different things to occur. We see this even with Yaakov, where his original name was Yaakov, which describes his original purpose. But when he passed a certain point in his life, his name was changed to Yisrael, because he was meant to move on. Taking this idea from a different angle, possibly the issue isn't now or later. Again, I don't know what your life is like. Maybe you don't have a lot of children at home. Maybe you don't have any children at home. Maybe your issue is that what you thought was your purpose was never your purpose. Maybe what you thought your unique gift was never your unique gift, but what you wanted it to be. The reason why I'm throwing out this as a possibility is that people usually like to do what they're good at. So if you find that your life isn't really being taken up by responsibilities, but you really don't want to do what it is that you thought your purpose was, you may have to renegotiate what your purpose really is. A third possibility is that you would do well for yourself by learning the art of time management. It may be that if you wanted to, you would have time to do more than what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know what your day looks like. But I would recommend the really excellent book, It's All About Time by Chaya Levine, so you could see whether you could fit in what you really want to do into your schedule without making any sacrifices, just with letting go of things that clutter up your life with inefficiency. So you have three possibilities. Okay, I think I understand in the Sion, in which Hashem challenges a person in order to help him reach greater heights and fulfill his potential. But what about in a Sion, where a person's strengths are restricted and not given a chance to blossom? My husband is talented, smart, and effective in his field, yet is stuck in a dead-end job with very little stimulation and very little hope for promotion. I don't know if Hashem wants him to leave his job without knowing if he will find something better, or to make do with feeling unfulfilled at work. How could I help him? Okay, so here's something to consider. Rashi was a wine merchant for a significant portion of his life. That meant Rashi would actually have to sit in his wine cellar or store and talk to some crusader and say, well, if you're not sure if you want white or red, you might consider buying only a pint of each, and that way you could have white for the fish and red for the beef. And would you like claret for dessert? Okay. Do you think that gave him fulfillment? He did that because he needed to do that to support his family, which is a noble goal. Okay, if we consider from a different angle, Rabbi Akiva, okay, his life also was replete with times in which he couldn't have been finding much fulfillment. Could it have been so emotionally fulfilling to read Aleph Beis with 5-year-olds, with his mind? If we look at Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, did he know that it would only be 13 years in the cave altogether? Or did he think this would be his life? Could he have found fulfillment there? Or did he want to actually bring light into the world? So what I'm saying with all of these examples is you don't know what the end of the story is. It could be for an amount of time in your husband's life that his fulfillment is meant, like Rashi, to be outside of his work hours. And like Rashi, he would have